Good evening, everybody. My name is Kimberly Guzman, and I interviewed a school counselor. I interviewed a licensed school counselor. One of her passions and goals is to treat students, clients like they are her own family. And that right there is honestly a real important and good quality that she has. I really respect her for it because when you treat your clients, patients, or anybody like they're your own family, that is the utmost care that you could give to anybody to feel comfort and relief and it's just the best feeling ever, and I respect her for it. Her name is Lisa Northman. Her credentials are she's a licensed school counselor for grades K to 12. She is currently working in a public high school in Nevada. She earned her MED in school counseling in 2004 from UNLV. The UNLV master's program was a CACREP accredited program. She is a member of the ASCA, which is an American School Counselor Association. Her job responsibilities are she has a current caseload of 330 students in grades 10 to 12. She's responsible to provide a comprehensive school counseling program. In return, this includes the three domains of academic, personal, social, and post-secondary development. Other duties that she has is reading and reviewing 504 plans and scholarship counselor. She provides direct and indirect services to assigned students and collaborates with colleagues and stakeholders. She also advocates for assigned students and responds to their needs by providing brief solution focused counseling. She also refers families to outside sources when they are in a crisis and are in need of long term therapy. The pros and cons of her counseling setting. One of her famous sayings that she had continued to say throughout the whole interview was she loves waking up in the morning and loves knowing that she's getting ready to go to a job that she absolutely loves. And to actually be able to accomplish a feeling like that is an accomplishment in itself. And I love her for that. The pros is she enjoys working with high school students. She feels fortunate to have an opportunity to help high school students to get on the path they need to reach their goals. Even though the work can be challenging, it is extremely rewarding. She also mentioned that it is important for students to feel that they have a caring adult on campus who will support them and help them navigate through the highs and lows of high school. She also mentioned that it is important to build trust and develop an authentic relationship with the assigned students that she has and their families to be able to work as a team to support students' growth. Her favorite memorable day of the school year is the graduation ceremony. The cons. Having the experience with working in public schools and seeing students get used to the change of staff, teachers, and counselors, and students coming and going into the school environment for better or worse can be very challenging. She also mentioned that it is difficult to form relationships with new students when they come in the middle of the school year. She mentioned that sometimes it is difficult for students to adjust to new staff in the middle of the school year. She also mentioned that it can be hard for a student to also get adjusted to the school environment when they are absent a lot during the year for whatever personal reasons they may have. Lisa also had mentioned that during COVID, she had to meet with her assigned students virtually, and that was very challenging because the students sometimes didn't show up to appointments or take the sessions needed with the school counselor serious. Lisa mentioned that she much rather and preferred to have her sessions face to face in school because a lot more was accomplished and it accomplished what was needed to be accomplished for the students' best interest. Future trends in the area of the counseling provided. Lisa had mentioned that since COVID, it's seen that students' academics and mental health has regressed. Recently, since COVID, lessons have been done more now with students. Lisa makes sure there are more free resources that are readily available to her students and their families. There are social workers and therapists on campus that meet with students weekly for no cost if the parents or guardians are not able to find a provider outside of the school. Data collection is very important in the counseling field to elevate the program and provide information to our stakeholders and supervisors. Effectiveness needs to be shown with the work being done. Important characteristics that influence the helping process. Lisa mentioned that it consists of empathy, compassion, patience, effective listening, communication skills, dedication, and loving what you do. How and often there effectively works with others in the human services profession. Lisa had mentioned there are 6 other counselors that work at the high school, and they all work as a great team. Everyone gets along and supports each other, and that's what makes the counseling group at the school a cohesive counseling department. The school counselors also work with providers when parents or guardians consent to sharing information. When asked Lisa any advice for me as a professional in training and any advice for a counselor in training, she had mentioned to work with an experienced counselor for mentoring. She emphasized don't be afraid to ask questions. She said to stay up to date on research. She mentioned don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone to grow as a person and as a professional. She also mentioned share ideas with other counselors in training. She also mentioned collaborate with your colleagues and be open to constructive advice. Experience as a counselor, supervisor, or receiving supervision. Lisa has never supervised a counselor before. The form of supervision that she has been a part of is, in her job, is that she works with a group of 6 counselors, and they all meet with the principal of the school and the principal supervisors, and they discuss questions and concerns when needed or if it is an emergency situation. What model or approach do they utilize in supervision? They make sure everyone's questions and concerns are addressed appropriately. They always influence that whatever is discussed stays in the room of discussion. They do their best to provide the best resources to assist the questions and concerns. They strongly influence self-care. What characteristics of their beliefs are necessary for an effective supervisor and a supervisee relationship? Supervisors and mentors, she mentioned, must be patient and provide their full attention and time and expertise. Lisa also mentioned supervisees must be open to learning. The overall summary of what I learned about the counseling profession and what surprised me and what new information was learned is Lisa had mentioned that she treats her students as if they were her own family. This to me is very special, and it made me realize how dedicated she is in guiding her students in the right direction. I have worked in the medical field for over 10 years, and I in fact always treated my patients like they were my own family. When people genuinely care about you and provide the best care for you, it is the utmost best feeling and service provided in the world, and I respect Lisa for that in so many ways. The other statement that Lisa made that stood out to me was that she loves going to work every day. It is an absolute pleasure for her to do what she does as an occupation. I want to work hard enough to wake up every morning and feel like I can't wait to go get to work. Some people just work to get a paycheck, but when you actually work and enjoy what you do, that is an accomplishment in its own. Lisa also made me realize how much of an impact it can be when there is a change in staff or even when there is a new student just coming into the school in the middle of the year and how much pressure is on them to catch up.